Hi guys, and welcome back to the GRND Podcast. If you've never seen my face before or watched an episode of the GRND Podcast, I do not know what you're doing. Hi, I'm Cav, I'm your host, and welcome. We're a platform dedicated to inspiring young Kenyans to get up, focus, and run towards their dreams. Because who said you're too young though? We don't believe you're ever too young to achieve anything that you put your mind to. So you'll be hearing from some of the youngest, most successful, and most inspiring Kenyans doing it big right now, regardless of the time, regardless of the economy, and regardless of the environment that we live in. They said, baby, we got a talent, we got a dream, we're going to run towards it unapologetically. So I hope this inspires somebody at home hoping to change their lives, hoping to chase their dreams, hoping to be successful and inspiring. So welcome to the GRND Podcast! So our next guest has a very inspiring story to tell. She is a Somali-Ethiopian songwriter, singer, rapper, and activist. She is dominating the Kenyan music industry right now and across Africa and across the world. She has been on international stages as well as some of the biggest stages here in Kenya. She is so inspiring and always has something to say, and bold and authentic and true to herself. Welcome to the GRND Podcast, Bananas Overdose.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited for you to be here, girl.
Let's go.
First time I met her, we were in Coast and we were just talking, and I was like, I really love you as a person. I love what you stand for. I always listen to her singing, and it's just so inspiring what she says. She's so unapologetic. When I tell you unapologetic, she embodies that and is really a true inspiration. And I remember when we talked, I was like, girl, you need to come on the GRND Podcast. And she was like, girl, I'm down. And I'm like, you're finally here.
100%, yeah.
Come on.
And within 2 weeks, we made it happen.
We made it happen.
Let's go. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here. And yeah, I always have something to say, so let's go.
And I love that. I can't wait to pick your brain a bit. Yeah. I always start by asking my guests how they are right now, mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally, just to see how they're doing. Yeah.
Right now, I'm in a beautiful place.
Yeah.
I'm at a peaceful space. And what I would say is that I wouldn't change a bit if I could, even about what's happening where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And how far I've come. Like, life is looking nice.
It's looking fruitful.
Yeah, it's looking fruitful.
It's looking fantastic.
100%.
We love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you. And I love that you're good. I love the stage that you're at. You're flourishing. You're beautiful. You're creative. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing, girl.
Thank you so much.
Keep doing what you're doing. I wanted to pick your brain a bit about where BOD came from. Bananas Overdose.
Bananas.
Yes.
Well, yeah, Bananas Overdose is my stage name. Well, it started with me growing up as a kid that loves eating bananas. Really.
Yeah.
Like, I loved eating bananas so much. I remember on my first day in school, I told my mom to pack me a banana only. I didn't even want a sandwich or a juice box. I was
didn't care.
Just make sure those bananas are in my lunchbox.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did, and I grew up in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, yeah.
So I remember going to an all Saudi girls' school.
Yeah.
And I was one out of like 3-4 black girls in school. At the time, I didn't even know what race was, what color was, and I remember my first memory in school was getting bullied for eating bananas. It was like these girls would be like, you're darker than us, and you're eating bananas. That means you're a monkey.
What?
So it started like that, and I used to ignore it because I had so much love for bananas.
Yeah.
So I ignored it, but then the bullying just kept on getting more and more and more. They started making monkey noises, and I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember one day going back home and I told my mom, do not pack me bananas anymore. I'm good. I don't even like them anymore because I'm not a monkey. My mom didn't really get it, so she kept packing me bananas. And I remember I was such a stubborn kid. I was like, okay, so she's not listening to me, right? I'm just gonna keep those bananas in my school bag so they can rot with the books, so mom can understand that I do not want bananas no more. And she actually did. She was like, bet, you're wasting food.
Say less.
No more bananas then, yeah. So I grew up hating bananas. I didn't want to be associated with bananas. I didn't want to be around them. I just, like it was just like it was a trauma response, I think.
Yeah.
So growing up, from the age of 7, I hated bananas all the way to the age of 20. I remember just dealing with a lot from the past and just trying to heal. And just get over certain things, and that story came up to me, and I was like, why do I even hate bananas? It's because of what happened to me. And around the same time, I was also starting music. So I was like, oh, the reason why I hate bananas is because of the bullying. But I don't really hate bananas.
I love bananas.
Actually, let me start eating bananas now. This is when I was 20, yeah? I was like, let me start eating bananas. I started overeating bananas. Tell me why. Wait. Sorry.
Not the overeating bananas.
Tell me why I was just eating bananas to a level where it was just weird. I would just do anything bananas. I would buy t-shirts that have banana prints. I would buy a banana bread, banana shake, banana ice cream, everything. Banana everything. And I remember, as I was trying to come up with my stage name, I remember one time I woke up, I think I had like a banana for breakfast, and I worked out, and then I went out shopping, and I bought myself banana bread and some banana flavored biscuits. Came back home, had them. A friend of mine came to visit me, and all my friends knew I loved bananas. She got me banana ice cream. I was like, fuck, what if I overdose on bananas? And I was like, ooh, boom, that's the name, bananas overdose. That same night I went and got this tattoo
of a banana. Of a banana. So, you know, this is my life now.
That's it. That's
you wholeheartedly took that trauma and turned it into something beautiful.
I reversed it. That's literally what happened.
Like, I'm here. I like bananas.
And I do.
I love bananas. You ain't gonna stop me. Bullies from like
that's
10 years ago.
That's where the story came from.
Wow. That's so crazy. I always love hearing like how people come up with their stage names when they're not like their actual names. Because it's so creative and there's always a backstory and it's so like, wow, like really? It's the bananas. It's the bananas really. For me. All right, so you grew up in Saudi Arabia. It must have been tough living in the Middle East.
It was. Actually, I kind of feel like a lot of what made me is growing up in Saudi Arabia. Just this rebel that's inside of me that's just out there, outspoken, just breaking rules, just being an extremist to the other side. Do you get me? So that came from all the oppression. And the suppression and like just making you feel like you're small just because you're a woman, number one. Number two, because you're black and African. So
it's a triple threat. Like it should be praised.
It should be, girl, globally.
Come on. It's 2023. Are you still discriminating against black females from Africa? Like, are you? There's something wrong with it. Like,
are you?
Rethink your mind. Like, that's weird.
It is.
What would you say? Because I'm assuming you've not just lived in Saudi Arabia. Of course, I've listened to a lot of podcasts that you've been on and read a lot about you. Of course, I do. That's how I do my research, guys. So I know everything about you before you even know that I know everything about you.
I love that.
But you say you moved around in the Middle East a lot. Where else did you? What other cultures did you experience? Which other countries did you move to?
Lived in Saudi and Emirates.
Wow.
I lived in Ethiopia for some time, and spent a lot of time in Kenya. And I come in and out of Kenya a lot. That's basically it.
Oh wow, she's traveled. I wish to be honest, I wish I lived somewhere else.
Not Saudi though, babes. Don't wish that on yourself.
Okay, not Saudi. Somewhere else.
No shade. I don't
Shade's
know.
being thrown, guys. Like, let's be honest. Y'all, like, let's be honest. But I wish I'd lived somewhere else. Because I've only ever lived in Kenya. I mean, I went to the UK for uni. But that was just for uni. But I'd never go back there, which is funny enough. But I of course wish I moved around. Are they like life lessons that you 100% know that you got from moving a lot? And what has stuck with you when it comes to things like that?
I would say moving a lot taught me to stay open-minded.
Yeah.
Not to judge anybody's culture, not to just feel a way about anyone's behavior. Everyone is who they are. Cultures are so different. And I genuinely think traveling makes you grow.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like a narrow thinker while you travel. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being exposed to different cultures opens up your mind, and I think it's very important. If anybody ever has the chance to travel, please do.
Run towards it.
Yeah, go. Yeah. So yeah, it's just staying open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what traveling and moving around taught me, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so inspiring, because not a lot of people have that mindset. I mean, I know from experiencing you and experiencing your music and experiencing just you as a whole, like, you can see how free and how like good you are with like understanding and being present and being open to things, like this podcast. So thanks. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me, babes. I'm having such a great time.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to touch on now your journey into music, because I know that you moved here recently, relatively recently. And you're pretty new to the music industry. What made you start music? Yeah.
Well, I would say I've always loved music, but growing up where I grew up and the environment I grew up in, it was never an option to pursue music.
Yeah.
So I never even thought of it. But I've always sang. I've always been that kid that's performing for their family. Yeah, but like I never really thought about it. It never even crossed my mind, because it was a no.
Yeah.
You can't do it. As a woman, as a man even, but as a woman, no.
Hell no.
Yeah, you can't even think about it. But like what made me start and pursue my musical career is freedom. When I got my freedom, I got my independence, I was able to finance myself and be dependent on myself, not like family. For instance, when I found my freedom, the first thing I thought of, actually, wait, let me rephrase this. Let me run this back. Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah,
What?
Kenya. So I came to Kenya for vacation in 2018. When I arrived in Kenya, the first thing I felt was, shit, everybody's just expressing themselves the way they want. Hair, nails, outfits, the way they talk, the way they walk. I'm like, there's a lot of freedom of expression here. I was like, this could be my playground.
This could be a vibe.
Yeah, let's do this.
Vibe.
I was like, everybody's doing it, I can do it. Let me do this. Let me just try. And the first thing I did was invest in like a home studio.
Wow.
And I thought I could only do covers.
Wow.
So yeah, I remember just doing covers, and then one day, this is how I found out I could actually write. This is a funny story. You know Calligraph Jones?
Yes.
He posted something on Instagram, or probably got on IG Live, saying something about him having an empty verse on one of his tracks.
Yeah.
And one of my girls sent me that link, and she's like, yo, you need to get on this.
Get on it.
I know you can rap. I know. Just believe in yourself. Just do it. You know, it's an open verse. Go for it. I was like, okay. I did it.
Yeah.
And I wrote something myself.
You were like, what?
And then I think Calligraph ended up not putting even the instruments out. And I was just so mad. I was like,
come on.
I was ready though.
Not
then
my
later
first
on,
one.
Yeah, later on, after I came out of this bitterness of like, fuck, I want those instruments now.
Yeah.
I was like, but shit, I could actually write.
Yeah. What?
Let me
Girl,
run
you
with
can
this
do that.
one. I was like, yeah, let's go.
And you just started.
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
This was 2019. Yeah.
2019.
Literally, that's how it started. Then I started writing my own songs, and I've been just discovering my sound for a while. And I think now I can safely say I found my sound.
Yeah. What is it?
I have range, so I can sing and I can rap.
Yeah.
And I sing and rap in like 3 different languages.
Yes.
So my range is my sound
Yeah.
is using all my range. all together and using all my sounds and using all my languages.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically my sound. Everything all at once. And genre-wise, I don't think I've picked a genre yet. I think I want to tap into every genre.
Just try everything and see which one works, which one fits.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love how you're so multilingual. Like, if you guys don't know, one of her songs, Fuckboy Farah, did I say it right? You know, right. I was obsessed with that. Oh, when it came out, I literally was on TikTok watching every single video.
That was a joke, bro.
It was...
I still can't believe it.
Insane. And I'm like, this is so beautiful. Because you don't hear a lot of, like, unique, authentic voices. Like, you'll find, okay, people are going for the Summer Walker. People are going for the Drake. But it's like you put in your own personality and your own range, as you say, into every song. And congratulations on that going viral, by the way.
Thank you, babes. I did not expect that. I really released it as a joke.
Wow, it's the ones you don't expect.
It was a joke. And it was my first time even trying to rap in Somali.
Yeah.
And it was a freestyle. And it was a one take.
What?
It was a joke.
And look at it.
Yeah, when I recorded it, I sent it to my sisters. And like, it was all laughing emojis. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is sick. We love it. So anyways, I'm like, should I post it? They're like, yeah, do it. I did it. And I didn't even post it on Spotify. Like, I didn't put it on streaming sites. I only uploaded it on YouTube and like put a short snippet of it on TikTok. And I think 4 months later, I slept one night and woke up and there was like about 1,000 videos.
What?
Of Somali women, gang, representing, honestly, bro, globally. I was like, what? This is a Somali women's anthem.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not Somali, but I really loved it.
You know what? It's a Halima anthem. So Halima is a common Somali girl's name, but I think I want to use the word Halimo, the name Halimo, for everybody that knows what she wants.
Yes.
It's not a Somali girl's thing. This
Period.
Yeah. Call it an East African gang.
Yeah. We accept you. You are us.
I love it.
You are a Kenyan girly, and we love it. So cheers to that. But congratulations for that, really and truly. And I'm waiting for more.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to your songs anyway, but I'm waiting for the next track and the next track, and I'm living for it.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so proud of you, even though like I'm younger than you, but I can still be proud of you.
Yeah. I genuinely think like artists really get in their head so much because I'm sitting on so much music that I recorded about a year, 2 years, 3 years ago because and the reason why I'm not releasing is because it's not resonating with me now. But who cares? I should release it. At the time I was feeling that way and I should just put it out. And this literally I'm advising myself, girl, stop sitting on this music.
Just go ahead and
just
post
release
it.
That shit. Release it to the world. Someone will feel it. Someone will
will love it.
It
will be somebody's vibe.
Music is supposed to be released. Music is for releasing. Music is not for sitting on. This is something I'm telling myself right now. Release that shit.
Release it. You know, you actually tell me to because I can't lie. I've sat on some music that I've created.
Bet you do because you can sing, you know.
Girl.
Do you guys know that Shorty can sing?
Everybody keeps telling them that and I'm like, okay, no, to be honest, I post a bit on my Instagram. But it's like the whole thing about how you were saying like it doesn't resonate with you now. I used to be like, oh, I'm not making heartbreak R&B, but every song was heartbreak R&B. Like I was just singing my heart out because I was in a toxic relationship. And I'm like, it doesn't resonate with me now. And I'm like, you know what? Just release it. Just post it. It will grab somebody's attention.
That's actually true.
Anybody's attention. So yes, I honestly think you should just release it. As you said to yourself too.
I think so too. 100%.
Girl. Now when we were talking, before we started planning for this interview, we entered a topic that I didn't know how like big it was. I didn't know how maybe hard it was for you at that moment, getting all the negative feedback from your community, your Somali community, your Ethiopians, the Muslim community, when you release such controversial yet very true lyrics and words and songs. I just wanted to touch on that a bit. Like, how has the journey been when it comes to your community your Muslim, Somali-Ethiopian community, and their response to your music?
I mean, it's been different types of responses. I know women always support.
We love our women.
Yeah, women are always supporting. It doesn't matter what community it is, what religion it is, but like it's mostly men.
Of course.
Whatever hate and backlash I was getting was just men.
Of course.
Yeah, and that was just fueling me. I'm like, okay, I touched a sensitive nerve.
Yes. You think I'm gonna stop?
Let's keep poking it. Can we find it? Yeah.
Can we do more of this? We're gonna do more of this.
Yeah. So that. It's. I don't really like giving it energy and attention, but it's been extremely negative. Thank God I have such a tough skin. I don't really care. I really don't care.
I'm gonna do me.
Yeah. If anything, like I'm like, oh, as a grown man, you're salty.
Wow.
That makes no sense. If you're salty, you're gonna add more salt. How about that?
Let's season it a bit. Spice it up.
Yeah. So like, and it's crazy how like on Instagram, the audience are different from TikTok. TikTok, you find more bullies on TikTok, which is crazy. TikTok's broad, and like the attention I've been getting on TikTok has been crazy. But thank God, again, I have a tough skin. I don't think anybody can deal with this. Not anybody can deal with this.
Yeah.
But like nothing really affects me.
Yeah.
You know, the parts that would touch a nerve for me, I would acknowledge it and be like, okay, this person is really trying to get under my skin.
I'm not paying no attention.
Yeah, and I used to delete comments, but I'm not anymore. I'm like, let me just keep them there. Yeah.
But the thing is, that's how you know you made it.
Yeah.
There are people start hating.
Yeah, exactly.
You know you made it. Pat yourself on the back for that shit. Like
one time, pow.
Like, bring on the hate, baby.
Exactly.
I'm tough.
Yeah.
I'm tougher than you think. I know a lot of people can do that. Honestly, like I feel like if like a couple years before now, a couple years ago, I would have been, if I went through what you went through with all the negative, I would have been like in my room depressed, crying. Like, you are built with tough skin, and wow to you for that, because
thank you, babe.
Girl, you gonna go places not hearing all the negativity. We don't like negativity, but you know what, bring it on. We gonna deal with it.
But honestly, babes, like, you know, the thing is, it's not like I have a tough skin 24/7. No,
of course
I have my days, especially when I'm PMSing, bro. I don't even look at my socials because I'm like, something is gonna break me. So I'm gonna read something that's gonna break me, and yes, that's what I do. Like, sometimes I feel like I have energy for it, and that's when I actually go read comments, pick the perfect one, and respond to it with the most sarcastic response. But some days I can't deal with it.
You're like,
I
and
think
it's
you
okay
should
to
pace
cry.
yourself.
It's okay to cry.
It's definitely okay. I'm such a crier, man. If anything, I don't hold my tears.
Let me tell you, I am the biggest crybaby, and I've fully and wholeheartedly accepted that fact.
100%. I'm not gonna hold my tears. I don't care.
Baby.
I don't care if 5 people are gonna be uncomfortable. No,
who cares?
I will cry in a fucking airplane.
Literally.
I don't care.
In the middle of a concert,
on stage. I swear,
on this podcast.
If
I want to cry, I'm gonna cry, baby.
Tears.
Like,
nothing is gonna stop my tears.
And the thing is, you feel so good after that. It's like the best release. My mom always used to tell me, like, don't worry, Cav. Like, let her cry. After this, she's gonna be fine. And that's honestly what like my life has been like. If I cry after that, I'm good. I'm like, let's go.
100%.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. But I 100% agree about the whole, you're not always like okay. And I feel like a lot of people look at artists and they're like, they go through the negativity, they go through the hate, they go through long hours and tough routines and not sleeping, and they're like, oh my god, they're super woman, superheroes. They're like insane, and it's like, they're just human. They just won't show you that side, maybe.
Yeah, that's actually true. And I think I genuinely would encourage all artists to show that vulnerable side. There's nothing wrong with it. Show both sides. Be a gangster and be a softie. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
we're multifaceted. Is that the word? Yeah, we're multifaceted beings.
Yeah.
We're not always strong.
Yeah.
But, I like that. I like that. Now, on the topic of music, being, I would say musicians are entrepreneurs. They're not necessarily business owners, but they are entrepreneurs. And I would classify you as an entrepreneur. But there's always, you overwork yourself, there's burnout. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with all of that?
Overwork myself and burn out?
Yeah.
Ooh, how do I deal with it? Do I even deal with it? Fuck. Do I? I mean, I cry it out every now and then.
Yeah.
I meditate. I talk to God.
Yeah.
Then we're back at it again.
We're back, baby.
We're back
like
at
we
it
never
again.
left.
That's the thing. Like, you can't stop when you have a passion and it's your passion.
Yeah.
No one pushed that on you.
Yeah.
When it's yours, you really just wake up for it every day.
Yeah.
And like the good part is when you know that you're about to burn out. You actually feel it. You can tell. You can tell with your behavior and how you're absent with the people that you care about.
Yeah.
So you're always checking yourself. And I think meditation is one of the most important things it should be a part of your life. Meditation is like praying.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
When you think of it.
Yeah.
It's like taking a moment and focusing on your breathing. Like a lot of times when you think of it, we barely breathe properly.
That's so true.
We barely even breathe. Like, we're just out here running. But like, yeah, once you actually breathe, focus on your breathing once a day for like 1 minute, and your entire life will change.
Literally.
So yeah, I do meditate a lot. That helps.
That's so funny because I was thinking about, that just reminded me of my dad. He did yoga for the first time like a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, I need to focus on my breathing. Oh, I don't think I got it right. I need to do it again. And he's like, I really need to start breathing properly. And it's like, you never think of that. Like, you're actually not breathing properly.
And babes, when you breathe properly, that gets you high. It's like a natural high. If you breathe properly for like 5 minutes, you just feel extremely happy.
Yeah. Dopamine. That's healthy and happy and good dopamine.
Dopamine that you don't have to consume, really. But you just produce, I guess. Yeah.
Not external, more internal.
Yeah, more internal.
Yeah. I like that.
Yes, I like that.
Breathe, baby, breathe.
Literally. Relax yourself.
Exactly, chill. To be honest, you talked about meditation. Do you have like a routine, a morning routine or a daily routine? Things that you know 100% I have to do every single day that makes me who I am and makes me able to achieve what I want to achieve and makes me happy. Are there like 3 or 4 or even like 2 things that you do every day?
I could only think of one that I do. Like, I religiously do this.
Yeah.
When I wake up every day, you know how you wake up before you open your eyes?
Yeah.
I just smile. Even if I'm unhappy or if I was I literally just fucking smile.
You're just smiling in your sleep.
Then I open my eyes. I'm like, wow. I fake it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I made it. I'm up
Beyonce
again.
say?
Another day. Wow. I literally speak out loud. I'm like, wow. I'm so happy.
That's
I'm
gratitude.
The luckiest girl in the world. It's really happening.
Yeah.
Look at me. I got a bed.
Yeah.
I got a roof.
Yeah.
I literally just say these things as I'm just getting up off the bed. Yeah. And I avoid my phone for at least 1 hour.
Wow, that's hard.
It's so hard. Like, that's why I put my phone on like do not disturb.
Yeah.
So I can look at the time without seeing notifications.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I should do that.
Yeah, like notifications will suck you in. Babe.
Like, you're there, like,
you're just there from an app to another. It's over.
It's over.
So just avoid that phone and just So what I do is smile, chat lies to myself that I want to manifest, and then get up and I don't do this every day, but get up and like yoga for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then just think about what I'm gonna do today. I literally set intentions, write things down. Like in the beginning of the week, I would say, these are 5 things I want to have done by the end of the week. And if I don't do all the 5 things, it's fine.
Yeah.
If I do 3, it's fine.
It's fine.
Be kind to yourself.
Exactly.
You know how we always beating ourselves?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
No.
I'm telling myself this as I'm speaking. Don't do that, mama.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. I love the fact that it's smile. That's gratitude.
Literally
They're
just be
just
like,
there.
oh my God, another day, another adventure. Let's go.
Let's go. What is that?
Do.
What do they have ahead of me? And
Literally.
the fact that even if you have 5 things that you want to do and you achieve at least 1, 2, or 3,
One is enough.
You're
actually.
happy.
Yeah. But you know what I realized? Also, when you write things down, either type them or write them, writing works for me.
I like writing too.
Yeah, writing works for me. So when you write things down, for example, like you would write things before you sleep. You're like, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, and this. When you wake up the next day, you will automatically just find yourself finding
Doing
ways
it.
to do it. Setting intentions,
unintentional.
bro. Intentions are important, even with people that enter your life.
Yeah.
They must have intention. A lot of people will enter your life and just take it by storm because they're confused about their lives as well.
Exactly.
You know?
Hurt people. People who have trauma.
Confused people.
Exactly.
Confused people.
Exactly.
Yeah. We
Like
don't
I've
want no
always thought,
confusion.
like relationships. We talk about this so much on this podcast. Is relationships and connections are so important. And you've touched on intentional relationships. How do you like figure out what's an intentional relationship? What is a non-negotiable in a friend? That a couple of things that you know you will have in a friend, and things that you're like, nah. Like, if you're this type of person, bye-bye, see ya.
Yeah, I would say I cannot stand people that dwell over the past too much. I'm sorry, we all have past traumas. We cannot talk about your past traumas whenever we're together, wherever we're having a great time, drinking, smoking, whatever. You get me? A lot of people are still stuck there. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
If we're not gonna come out of it, as a friend, I'll be there for you the first time I hear about your troubles.
Yeah.
Second time, I'll be there. Third time, I'll be there. Fourth time, no.
Enough.
No. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got mommy issues, that's on you.
Deal with it.
Go
Get
deal
some
with it.
therapy, baby.
Yeah, honestly, that's what therapy is for, bro.
Talk through your problems.
Literally, don't like, that's the thing. A lot of people also trauma bond just because we've gone through the same stuff in the past. Now we're friends. No, fuck that, bro.
I'm not living the past.
Nah.
I'm not. You better leave that shit behind.
Yeah, it's just like growth. If you are not willing to grow, I can't be your friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I get
So that's a non-negotiable. Cancel. If you're out here just crying about what happened to you when you were 7 years old, no, we're not doing that.
You can do it a couple of times, but after that,
A few times.
we gotta
Third
move.
time. After the third time, baby.
We still on this?
Yeah, and then if I do not respond to your text message in 3 business days, just know like it's over. This friendship is over.
Understand? You got it.
Yeah.
You good? Bye. See you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are things you're looking for in a friend? Like these things.
What am I looking for in a friend? So I love to be inspired.
Yeah.
I don't want to be... Okay, I like to inspire too, yes, of course. But like, I love people that I can learn from. I don't want to just teach you.
Yeah.
And teach you. You're not my son or daughter.
You ain't my kid.
Last I checked, I never got knocked up. Keep that away from me. Do you get me? So yeah, like, I like people I can learn from. Challenge me.
Yeah.
Yeah, friendship, any type of relationship actually at this point. Even like if it's work.
Yeah.
If you're not challenging me, I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Unless you're really paying me good.
Like,
You could be as dumb
where the
as you
money
want.
at?
Yeah.
But where the money at? Yeah, what they say? You should always be the dumbest in the room. Like around your friends.
I would love that. Honestly, I don't want to be that one that...
The smartest.
Wow. No, don't wow me. Let me wow you. How about that?
Right? Right? Like, come on. I'm like so ready to be... Like, I mean, I have very good friends. Very, very good friends. And most of them inspire me a lot. But it's like, I want to be in a community. This doesn't mean... By the way, friends, like, you good. But this doesn't mean that you're not. But I want to be in a community where I'm like, wow, I really feel like I'm the dumbest in this room. Like... Because then there is something I can learn I'm not always going back and talking about gossip or drama.
Oh my god, gossip, that turns me off.
Right?
I can't do that anymore.
Right?
Maybe briefly, like
just
here
like
and there every now and then, but it can be a topic. Have
The
you
only
seen
thing
what
they're
that
talking
person
about.
did? Have you seen where they've been? Have you seen what happened? No.
Do you
I
see?
can't
Oh my
do
god, someone's pregnant. Oh, who's the father? Like that's the drama I don't want, baby.
Yeah.
You want to be pregnant? Go ahead, be pregnant. But like, I'm not like. I don't want to be involved in the drama and the toxicity. I want to be. If I want to be an artist, I want to be in a room, for example, with you, who's got so much to talk, so much I can learn from. Let's talk about how to get a manager, find a manager. Let's talk about how to create lyrics that resonate with people and resonate with you, and what rhymes in it. You get, like, that's fruitful conversation, not toxic drama filled conversation that's going nowhere. So I really love that.
100%.
I love that.
Why would we talk about people when we have such a short life? Like, we only live. Okay, let me not say we only live once, because
we live once to the 75 years. The average person lives for 75 years.
Yeah, 70. Actually, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Which is so short.
Right.
And you're out here chatting about people.
You care about what they're doing?
Wow.
What you doing?
What are you doing?
Well, that's the wrong question. What are you doing? Because they probably don't give a shit. They're probably moving on with their life.
But I also look at it this way, like, there's a balance.
Yeah.
There are people who are doing, and there are people who are just there.
Yeah.
And I call them sheeps. I'm sorry.
They are sheep.
I don't feel bad though. Why am I apologizing?
No, trust.
Yeah, we need the sheeps.
Yeah.
We need the balance.
Exactly. So if you're gonna be a sheep then, baby. But I'm not a sheep. I'm a shepherd.
100%.
I'm the leader.
Let's go back.
Let's go. Let's do this. You asking me where we're going? I'll show you the way. But yeah, I like that because life is a balance of everything. I'm on here talking about, don't drink this, don't go out. But it's like, okay, go out, drink, enjoy life. But at the same time, what are you doing on the other side? Do you have money in your pocket?
No, have a reason to celebrate.
Exactly. There
sometimes,
we go.
Like, sometimes you're like, what are we celebrating? Cheers, guys. What are we celebrating?
Life. Everybody's celebrating life. Like,
yeah, make it count.
Yeah,
make it count.
right?
Yeah.
No, that's how I am these days. I'm more intentional. If I've had like a really tough day, I've done things that I didn't even know that I was able to do, I would go out and celebrate. I'd go and have a drink with my friends. I'd maybe go to the club, touch the club for a bit, regret it, but like touch the club. But it's like I'm celebrating because I managed to do this day of like 3 things that are like taking like 5 hours each to do. And it's like that. It's intentionally celebrating my life. That's where I can drink. That's where I can drink.
Yeah.
And enjoy myself. Now, we're going into a bit of a more serious topic. And this is the topic that you sang about and has been one of those things that people talk about quite often and are against and are trying to push against. And it's been a part of your story as to how far you've come. And that's the story of FGM. I just wanted to just hear about that and your experience and how you grew from that and how you continue to be an activist on that topic. And yeah, just maybe something you could say to the people. Yeah.
Well, I mean, FGM is such an intense topic anyways, yeah? But like, tapping into it, getting into it, I have gone through FGM.
Yeah.
I would like to call myself an FGM survivor, not a victim.
Yes.
I was lucky enough to go through type 1 because FGM has 4 types.
Oh, really?
Yeah, type 1 is, I'm sorry for getting a bit graphic here.
It's okay. Go ahead.
So type 1 is where they kind of, like, what do you call it? I would say they kind of fade the clitoris a bit. Like, they chop it, but not fully.
Yeah.
They kind of cut a piece of it, like the tip or something.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's type 1.
Yeah.
Type 2 is where they cut a bigger chunk of the clitoris and they stitch the inner lips together, but they don't fully close them.
Yeah.
Type 3 is where they take the biggest chunk of clitoris and probably just leave something small, and then stitch the inner lips a bit longer and leave a hole. Type 4 now is where they remove everything with the inner lips and they close the outer lips together. They literally stitch everything and then they leave a hole after that for your urinating and for your period. So I was lucky enough to go through type 1. My experience with FGM was weird. So I was 6 years old. It happened to me and my other 3 siblings at the same time at home in Saudi. My parents decided to get somebody to do the whole operation, but it was an actual doctor. But like it was illegal, so it had to happen in the house. So the whole thing happening, I didn't even know nothing about my genitals. I didn't know nothing about what's going on down there. So when it happened to me, I've always been a curious child, but like when it happened to me, it made me even become more curious about
what happened, what's going on,
what did they take, why. So I've always asked questions, and what they tell you is that like you have to go through this to become to be a whole woman, to be women enough for your future husband. Women enough.
What?
So as a kid, like, this is how I know I was such a smart kid. Like, I was like, how do you take a piece of me to make me enough? So whoever that you're making me enough for must be less. Wow. I would ask questions like this, and be in trouble, of course. Like, just relax. You're talking too much, Yasmin. Relax, So the whole experience made me curious. So I never had my questions answered. So I'm about to get into something that I think this is the second time I talk about this. I've only talked about this at a performance I had. And before I performed the song, I mentioned this. It's a story that, it's my story, it's my truth. It might not resonate with other people out there. But so from my experience, when I've gone through FGM, I became so curious that I couldn't wait to heal so I could touch myself.
Wow.
And be like, what's going on? Like does it feel different than before? So I was so curious. After I healed, I started touching myself, and I discovered self-pleasure at such a young age. Wow. It was weird. But it was that experience that caused it. So imagine me being 6 years old, busting a nut. What the fuck?
At 6?
At 6? You know, me as a 6-year-old, I remember my thoughts. I was like, oh my God, this feels so nice. I think this is my favorite hobby. This will be my secret. And I'm going to do this whenever I get the chance. That's what I told myself. And I kept on doing it.
At 6? That is so crazy.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was my thing. Nobody knew about it. I was just doing it. And I didn't know what it was, but it felt good. And I kept on discovering myself. And it's crazy that like the agenda of FGM is to have women not be in touch with their sexuality and sensuality. Because a woman that's in touch with her sexuality is a dangerous woman. That's a powerful woman. So when your sexuality is taken away from you, you're submissive, you're broken. So with me, it was just different. I can't, like, my sisters can't even relate to me. With me, it was different. And then like now as a grown-up, I can actually see the impact. The impact was I discovered my spots, my body, my sensuality, my sexuality, what I like, what I don't like.
At such a young age.
To a level where like I didn't even want to be with anyone. Like, I was very sexual, but with myself.
Like, you good.
I didn't want to have sex with no boy. Even
they don't know.
Like, I'm like, no, nobody knows. Like, I don't even want to be with a guy. Like, I remember, like, I lost my virginity at the age of 20, but I busted 2 million fucking nuts growing up. I'm actually kind of proud of that. I'm like, nobody had to do it for me. Nice.
And you figured yourself out.
So that's the thing. That made me realize that, okay, this is what FGM's for. But this is what it did for me. Okay, I know I'm different.
But different's good.
Yeah.
Different's good.
Some people say different is retarded. I'll take it. It's fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Call me retarded. I'm retarded.
So yeah, that's FGM. At the time, I didn't know about all the other types of FGM as I was like discovering myself. When I left Saudi and went to Ethiopia and went to visit some of my family in the village, I was having a chat with one of my cousins who was like a year or 2 years younger than me, and we were taking a walk somewhere in the village.
Yeah.
We passed by a plant that had what do you call it? Thorns?
Okay.
Like the long spike.
Yeah.
And she just casually said, "Oh, this is what they use to stitch me."
What?
I was like, because whatever happened to me was like under a whole medical procedure.
Yeah.
I had the privilege to go through that. But her, she went through that. It was really a fucking throne that they used to stitch you. That's what made me just realize. I was like, okay. What the fuck? And I started asking her questions. She answered me. I'm like, what? So she's stitched. I don't remember being stitched. I remember going back home with her. The first thing I asked her was, can you show me yours? I'll show you mine, because I was just so curious.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Yeah. Like, it took me a bit of convincing her to show me. She showed me. When she showed me, it really messed me up. Oh my God, babes.
What?
It looked like this.
What?
She looked like this down there. This part. See this part?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh my.
Do you understand how fucked up this is?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, and she was ready to see mine, but I couldn't.
Because you're better off than she is.
Yeah, I was like, I literally just went to the toilet. I cried my ass out because I couldn't cry in front of her because she would feel like something is wrong with her.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, long story short, that is what opened my eyes onto the whole thing. And like, I remember, wait, let me tell you this part.
Yeah.
So they fed me the story of like, you are getting cut so you can be pure.
Yeah.
Other girls that are not cut are not pure.
Yeah.
So I remember in school I used to ask my classmates, are you circumcised? Are you circumcised? And if they say no, I'd be like, ew.
Yeah. I'm pure.
Do you understand? So realizing this after like,
were they like circumcised but you're a girl? Like, what do you mean?
Bro, that was just so weird. The fact that I even believed it, and I was like, oh,
it's just a normal thing that happens. Whoa.
Yeah, so like it took me all these years and that experience and this one to realize that, oh my God, it was a scam.
Yeah.
And then I started researching properly.
Yeah.
And found out that like the origin of FGM is just so sickening.
Yeah.
It was a practice that slave owners in East Africa, it was a practice that they used to do to sell female slaves dearer, like with bigger money, to the Arabs after they stitched them up. They stitched them up so they won't get pregnant, so they will work longer. No maternity breaks. That's where it came from.
So that they could sell them at a higher price to Arabs.
Yeah, because they're gonna work. They're not gonna get pregnant.
Yeah.
So then now, Somalis decided to just carry the whole fucking tradition. I don't really understand why. Most Somalis, most of the people in East Africa. Yeah. And a lot of places in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when oh my God, it really messed me up. Especially, okay, I'm going to share something I've never shared before. Okay. Especially because of the fact that my mom passed before I realized all these things. And when I realized all these things, I didn't have her to talk to about. Like, I didn't get the chance to ask her, like, why though? Yeah. You know, that was messed up.
Like, explain to me, Mom.
Yeah, like, it was, like, that's the part that messed with me.
Yeah.
But, like, even writing the song. I wrote the song to write the song. Yeah. But then after I wrote the song, recorded the song, listened to the song, I fucking relived the entire trauma.
Experience.
It was insane. It was insane. But yeah, it took me time to come out of that. Yeah. And I did, and I'm grateful, and...
You're strong.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a victim. If
You're
anything,
a survivor.
Yeah, it's really messed up. The part that bugs me is not what I've gone through. The part that bugs me is, like, until today, 98% of Somali women as we're speaking, every 11 seconds, there's a girl that's being cut. That's the part I miss.
Still.
Yeah. Every 11 seconds. How many seconds have me and you been speaking right now?
A lot. A lot.
Mm-hmm, a lot of seconds.
A lot of seconds.
So you can imagine, bro. That really, yeah.
I can't believe it's still a practice. I can't believe we're still there.
Yeah.
And people look at it as a way to purify women and to make them whole.
It's literally taking power. It's taking power.
Taking things from them.
Yeah. Because if you own your sexuality, you're a powerful woman.
They don't want that. They don't want that. They can't handle that.
Well, that's why, until today, globally, men are so concerned with women's bodies.
Yep. Preach.
Until today.
Preach.
Yeah, so it's really an annoying topic, but it is what it is.
It's good to have these difficult conversations and to hear from people who are going through experiences like that. You don't hear that from people often unless you do your research. So that's why I said your story is so important and it's so fundamental on building women up, building society up as well. We're not building up on your shoulders, but we are building because we can hear such an inspiring story of such a tough time that you've been through that you are growing from. So maybe there's somebody out there who watches the podcast and has been through the exact same experience but doesn't know how or has never seen anybody talk about it so openly. So we're so grateful for that, and sorry about your mom.
It is what it is.
And sorry about the experience, but you are so strong and really truly is an inspiring story.
Yeah. What
So,
I want to add to this though is like whether you're cut or not, and this is me talking to everyone out there. I'm gonna take off my glasses so you can see my eyes.
yes.
Yeah. Whether you're cut or not, as a woman, make sure that you discover your body. You do not need no human being to find your G-spot. You can. Do it. Bust your nuts. Female nuts matter.
Female nuts matter.
Yes.
Yes.
Get your nuts. And it doesn't really matter if you get it with someone or not. Just get your nut. Find your body. And that's how you find your power.
Exactly.
Gang, gang.
It's hidden in there.
Literally. That's how you find your power.
Yeah.
Boom.
Thank you.
There.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, God. Thank you for letting that out of me. Shit.
No, it's inspiring. Thank you. I know it's a hard topic to talk about, but you're so healed. Okay, not so healed, but you're
I'm not.
there. You're going there. You're
try.
getting there. You're trying, and you're talking. And that's the best thing that anybody could do is just be able to talk to somebody and talk so that you can inspire somebody. So thank you.
I will still say it again. Bust your nuts as a woman by yourself. You do not need another human being.
A man, let's start
or woman.
there.
Like, don't let a man find your spot for you.
Like to be honest,
Like, just find your spots and then tell the man what to do. Mostly they won't listen.
They
But
won't
tell them.
They won't.
It's
like
repetition is key.
Repetition is key. Come on. Come on. We're now on to our quick fire segment. You have 5 questions. You don't necessarily have 5 seconds, but we want you to answer the first thing that comes to your mind.
Whew, let's go.
Yeah, you can talk a bit about it. You can give us a bit of context, but 5 questions. The first thing you think about, so we can pick your brain a
The
bit.
pressure is getting worse.
Worse.
And I like it. Let's go.
Okay. So the first question I have is, what does creativity mean to you?
Creativity is doing exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
What you feel like doing, your first instinct. That's creativity. Following whatever that you want to do. Yeah. What else can I add to that? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Quick. Next is, what is your spirit animal and why?
Who? I would say monkey.
A monkey?
Yeah, I don't know why, really, though.
It's the first thing that came to your mind.
Yeah, I love monkeys so much. I've never had a pet in my life, and I feel like my first pet will be a monkey.
I love that because I'm obsessed. I've always wanted a pet monkey.
Inshallah.
I've always wanted a pet monkey, like Sway Lee, like...
But monkeys are so naughty.
I know.
That's one thing about them. But yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't know, maybe because my name is Banana.
It's got some ties to the past. That's probably why. Okay, next one is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I see myself impacting bigger crowds. I see myself. Let me really talk shallow. Yeah, I see myself on red carpets. I see myself winning awards, traveling the whole world, and meeting people from all over and collaborating with people from all over the world on one message. Boom.
Inshallah. For real, it will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah.
Speak it into existence,
100%.
babies. Okay, now the next question is, finish the phrase or finish the sentence. I have found.
Bananas, I'm joking. Peace. I would say peace. Peace and freedom.
Yeah.
That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freedom is not being afraid of anything. So I found, let me leave peace aside. I would say, okay, I've passed my time, I know. But
Go ahead.
I have found freedom by losing fear. Boom.
That's it. Yeah. I like that. That's such a good phrase. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, last and final question is, what, and I ask this to all our guests. We have accepted you as a Kenyan. We truly and wholeheartedly love you. You are Kenyan, baby girl. So for you as well, what is one thing that you would change about Kenya? About the environment, about politics, about anything that would help young people thrive, strive, be successful at a young age?
What I would change is maybe have art to be more appreciated and invested on. Yeah, creativity and art and creatives and like the whole creative industry. Yeah, it needs more attention and it needs more investments. That's what I would say.
You know that's right. You know that's right. All right, we're done.
Boom.
We're done. So before we completely cut it off, we do give you guys some time to just say any last few words that you have, any shout outs, your merch, because you know you wearing that Bananas Overdose merch right there. Anything you want to say to the people, anything in the last few words that you want to inspire them, and your ads, your social media, where we can find you and connect with you, girl. Yes.
Well, you can find me on all social media platforms and all streaming sites at Bananas Overdose. And buy my merch. Stay beautiful, stay true to yourself, and stay Taliban. Don't ever let people know your next move. Boom. Let me just end it there.
Yeah.
Buy my merch. Bananas Overdose. BOD /bananas / she really is bananas / she's talking about the fruits. Get your mind off the gutter. Yeah.
I love that. Any last words to the people? Anything that's deep in your heart and your soul that you want to say?
I would say stop worrying about what people think of you, because just think of it this way. When you die, even the people that you hold so dear to your heart, it will take them a month to watch a funny video and laugh. So if they can laugh after your death, fuck them. Do whatever the fuck you want. Boom, that's it.
I love that.
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the Grind
Thank you for
Podcast.
having me.
We are definitely doing a part 2, baby.
I can't wait.
Like,
oh,
we got something in store for you on Bananas Overdose's second episode. So keep watching, keep following. Go ahead, buy her merch. She doing great things. Go ahead, follow her. Like, she's inspiring and she's changing things up. Like, she's got a mindset that is like top tier, and you should hear a lot more from her. And thank you so much for taking the time to come. I know you got a busy schedule.
My love, thank you for having me. I'm so happy.
I'm
so grateful.
I'm so happy.
I'm like, can we do part 2 now?
Like, we can't because we've got something in store for you guys.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned. And last thing, is there anybody you would like to see on the GRND Podcast that you know has a story or could inspire?
I would say Steph Unruly.
Okay.
Yeah, I fuck with Steph and I would love to hear her here.
Okay.
Gang, Steph. Wagwan.
Girl, are you ready? You'll be seeing a message soon. Now you know the drill, guys. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment, and turn on your post notifications so that you see when we post our next videos. We are here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. East African time. Now we know that 85% of you guys that watch our episodes are not subscribed. So just go support a girl and subscribe. Also follow Cryptic Media Studios, our lovely production team, on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Keep supporting. We are here to inspire, motivate, and tell young, successful Kenyan stories. So we'll see you on the next episode. Bye, out grinders. All right.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so fucking fantastic.
Oh my god.
Take a second to think. Are the relationships you have around you growing you and building you, or are they holding